speech today. Big round of applause. So first off, Gwen, I'd like to compliment you. The speech that you gave today is one of those canned Toastmaster speeches, which I personally find to be extraordinarily difficult to give. Okay? It's very easy to give them badly, right? You come up, you point at the slide, bullet points, you go to the next, go to the next, go to the next, you say thank you very much, you sit down, and pow, it's over, okay? So it's very easy to do it poorly. You did not do it poorly. You did an excellent job of giving actually a relatively difficult speech, so I'd like to congratulate you. An interesting point was, I'm not sure if you quite knew where you wanted to stand before your speech started. You know, it's an interesting challenge, right? Do you stand in front of the PowerPoint? Okay, well, probably not. You chose to stand over here, and sometimes you chose to stand way over here, okay? No big deal, okay? Now there's this whole side over here that was never used. So it's an interesting point. There's no really necessarily one correct answer. You know, one concept would be to stand here for one slide, and then to move over here for the next slide. Once again, it just changes it up, just keeps going, and keeps our attention and stuff like that. You used notes for this particular presentation, which is fine. There's no problem with using notes, but you did read from your notes. And so when you read from your notes, you did not have eye contact with us, right? So you would leave us for a while you read your notes, and then you would come back to us. Now, I'll tell you what, the one really good thing about Gwen and reading notes is she did not read off the screen. I was like, wow, she's not even looking at her slides. That is fantastic. Well, of course not, because you had your notes right in front of you. Okay, so I mean, a little plus and minus on that one. You know, once again, if you didn't have your notes, would you have been reading off the? I don't know what the answer is, but you didn't read off your slides, which is a huge problem anytime we use slides. So good job on that one. Tragically, since the motorcycle accident, your right hand has never really been quite as strong as it was, so you always like to leave it like this while you're speaking, okay? Which is fine, but we just need to relax the hand and put it at our side, okay? Physical therapy does a good job on that one. You had good hand gestures. I can't quite remember what you did, but it was like coming down the hall or something like that. I think when you did it. But you used hand gestures on this speech. This is not a hand gesture speech, but you did a very good job of working hand gestures into it. Advancing slides, you have to keep hitting the space bar to advance the slides. Oftentimes it's good to farm that out to somebody else. So you can just go, yo, next. So you don't have to worry about that. So that's a task you know get other people to do. You did a good job of using the word we a lot in your speech. We, which I thought was great because it was inclusive to the group. We're talking about a meeting that we are setting up. So it wasn't just you setting up, or it wasn't some sort of generic third person. It was we. So you kept the audience involved in what you were doing. You did a good job of using questions halfway through the speech. You know, in Toastmasters, we talk about, we'll start a speech with a question to engage people. You used one halfway through. It's like, oh, okay, cool. No, that actually worked out pretty well. I thought having somebody in the audience read the scenario was another great way to once again sort of shake things up and keep everybody engaged in your speech. I want to compliment you because you used humor in your speech. Once again, this isn't really a chuckling speech, right? It's a tad bit of a difficulty to get people to laugh based on the content of the speech, but you did it, so congratulations. And the one thing I'd like to leave you with, and this is just sort of an overall discussion about how you give speeches, you have a monotone, okay? So if I had to characterize your voice, I would put you on the low end of the volume. You're fine. I could hear you, everybody could hear you, it's not a problem whatsoever. But you are a relatively quiet speaker, right? If it was a noisy room, we would run into problems hearing you, right? The other thing, I don't think you varied your tone during the speech. And I don't know if in real life, if you really vary your tone that much. But it's something to consider, right? You know, so speak fast, speak slow, speak high, speak low. You know, those are sort of the 4 parameters that you have. You spoke in the normal Gwen tone for the full 31 minutes of the speech. Once again, it's fine. We heard it and stuff like that. The interesting question is if you changed up your vocal variety, you might have been able to engage us more. Okay? You did get some variety towards that last part. I'm trying to remember. It was like, oh, why the heck are you at my meeting? Was sort of the gist of it. There was a little bit of variety that worked in there. So that was good, but during the rest of the speech, it was all pretty much done in a monotone. Something to consider for the next speech that you give. Overall, congratulations. Difficult speech to give. You did an excellent job of it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
at this point, I'd like to call for our functionaries.